It's the return of rebel. तुम्हें पता नहीं है कैसे I survived ये hell.
The cringiest thing you have done for a boy or a crush in college?
Fuck yeah, gee.
First thought which came into your mind when you knew the entire country is against you?
First of all, I don't think that the entire country is against me. क्योंकि हम में इतनी unity नहीं है. I was not relevant enough to be a part of this scandal, first of all. So my mom got a lot of R words and rape threats. मम्मी ने बस लिखा I'm very proud of my daughter और फिर अपने comments off कर दिए. You know, my dad, whatever he said, you know, growing up, he always said कि, you know, समाज में इज्जत रहनी चाहिए. I just felt like he lost all of that. In a second, everything that he was scared of came true. सब लोग बोलते हैं कि हमारी बेटी ऐसी ना हो, हमारी बेटी ऐसी ना हो. Like I've read so many comments. People have texted my dad कि लानत है तुम्हारी बेटी, whatever. I hope my daughter is like me. Because if I die tomorrow, I'll die with no regrets.
How did you even discover कि ये मेरी आवाज़ है और मैं यूज़ करूँगी?
I am living my dream. I always wanted to have a media video of, you know, Pap screaming, "Apurva ji, kuch boliye, kuch boliye." Like, that's so cool. I will show it to my kids and be like, तुम्हारी मम्मी भी गुंडी थी अपने टाइम पे. I don't believe in नज़र, क्योंकि मैंने बहुत लोगों को लगाने की कोशिश की और नहीं लगी.
जो आपने स्टेटमेंट आपकी जो वायरल गई थी, it was in response to something very misogynist and sexist that was said on the show. और उस लड़के के बारे में कुछ outrage नहीं थी.
Is this the first time in this country when there hasn't been an outrage against a man who did a woman wrong? Okay, I just hope it really. देखा, अगर आप किसी भी चीज के ऊपर बीप डाल दो तो गाली ही लगती है. But unlike the other shows that I've been on, ये show controversy पे नहीं चलता. It's actually a very wholesome show. It's called Brave Talk with Nikhil and Friends. Right, Nikhil?
बिल्कुल, हम कोशिश करते हैं कि क्रिएट करें, बातें करें, कंट्रोवर्सी. Welcome everyone to Maybelline New York presents Brave Talk with Nikhil and Friends. So this is a new युवा series जहाँ हम safe spaces create करते हैं कुछ campus students के साथ to have wholesome, meaningful, kind conversations about mental health. Today, the friend that I have with me is one of internet's most audacious, authentic and awesome voices. We all know her and love her. Apurva Makhija, aka the Rebel Kid. Can we have a cheer for her, please?
Oh God, thanks guys. You paid them well or what?
Everyone's come here for completely free because they like you and they root for you and they cheer for you.
Thank you so much for being here, guys.
हर एपिसोड ये हाउ आर यू से ही शुरू करते हैं तो हमारी होप ये होती है कि जब हम हाउ आर यू पूछ रहे हैं तो एक मीनिंगफुली पूछें. तो मीनिंगफुली हाउ आर यू डूइंग?
I'm doing much better than what I was a month ago. So progress. I've gotten used to the anxiety, so it's a part of me now. So overall, I would say good.
I really admire your voice. I think you are. हम brave talk कर रहे हैं and literally you're one of the bravest people that I know on the Indian internet. So it's really really nice to do this. So thank you for agreeing to do this.
Thank you so much, Nikhil. I don't think anybody on the internet stood up for me so vocally the way that you did, and I have a lot of friends who didn't. So thank you so much. There's nobody else that I would rather do this with. So
that's really kind of you. So we want to actually start with a really sweet and fun segment. तो ये एक बॉक्स है जिसमें हम कैंपस कन्फेशंस बुलाते हैं. यहाँ पर स्टूडेंट्स हैं, उनके कुछ कन्फेशंस हैं कैंपस के बारे में, तो आप प्लीज पढ़िए and react to it in the way that you would
it's
love.
like being the admin of those one of those
Yeah, pretty
pages.
much.
MUJ confess.
Pretty much.
Okay, pink. Some girl brought her boyfriend into our all-girls college by lying that he's her brother. I know because I saw them kissing at Infinity Mall few days later. Well, good for her. She's a smart girl. Hotels are expensive, especially in Bombay. So we appreciate a strong, smart woman.
This reminds me of my own story. जब मैं पहले बॉम्बे में आया था तो हमारे अपार्टमेंट के ऑपोजिट एक बहुत कॉन्जर्वेटिव फैमिली थी और वहाँ मुझे बोला गया था कि यहाँ पर कभी भी ज़िंदगी में कोई लड़की नहीं आ सकती तुम्हारे फ्लैट के अंदर. तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, and I was dating a girl at that time who's now my wife. So she came, yeah, of course.
18 years he's dated that woman, bro.
तो मैं तो काफ़ी मैंने सोचा था कि बहुत तरीके से स्मार्टली मैं चुपचाप से अंदर लेकर आया हूँ. सुबह उठते ही टिंग टोंग बजी, अंकल आए, वो पूछा वो लड़की कौन है. सो ऐसे ये तो मेरी कज़न है. एंड इज लाइक नाम तुम्हें अपना बताओ. एंड माई वाइफ एंड माई गर्लफ्रेंड एट दैट टाइम हड़बड़ी में उसने अपना पूरा नाम बता दिया. तो दूर के कज़न है. आई हैड टू कन्विंस एंड देन ही लेफ्ट. बट ये होता है. आई थिंक
But
दिस
you're
इज
so cute. You're like Alia Bhatt of this content industry. My girlfriend, now my wife. She came to my house. So cute.
okay, sure. I'll take that. Why not?
Okay. Unpopular opinion, but Instagram has normalized online stalking, and so people don't find it wrong when they see it happening in real life. That is extremely true. I had these two women stalk me throughout London. Like, I went to 7 places in a day because I'm psychotic like that. And they stalked me at every single place because I was posting stories, and then they finally found me in Borough Market, which is like an extremely huge market. And then she made a video explaining how she stalked me, कि मेरे background से photo निकाल के she put on Google Images and then found where I was. And I was like, can you please take it down, because that just tells stalkers how to do it. And she was like, you're so ungrateful.
What?
Yeah. And I am. But how is it related to this?
ये काफ़ी आई थिंक दिस इज़ अ इम्पॉर्टेंट वन. एज यू सेड, आई थिंक स्टॉकिंग इज़ जेंडर एग्नोस्टिक. कोई भी कर सकता है. सो प्लीज़ गाइज, हूएवर इज लिसनिंग, प्लीज़ डोंट डू इट. ओ वाओ, ये तो आई थिंक आपको रिस्पॉन्स आपको देना चाहिए इसका. आई थिंक माई बॉयफ्रेंड इज चीटिंग ऑन मी बट आई डोंट हैव द गट्स टू कन्फ्रंट हिम. हाउ डू यू फाइंड द गट्स टू डू समथिंग लाइक दिस?
I am to fully little like that only. I have to check their phone. See, if you feel like they're cheating on you, they 100% are. It's just how it works. And once you think that they're cheating on you, the trust is gone. So it's not going to work out anyway. So I recommend going a step further and just checking the phone. Because if you don't find anything, then you're just guilty, for checking the phone. But if you find something, you're the smartest person ever. So risk reward. I would say
Fair enough.
dump him.
I think we'll take a class one.
In junior college, a teacher scolded me about the length of my skirt. So I spread a rumor about her and the PT teacher. Not my finest moment.
Oh shit. That is a confession.
That is, I love this girl. I want to be friends with her. That is so smart. Like, I truly believe कि बुरे लोगों के साथ बुरा नहीं होता है. So if you find the moment to give people their karma, do it.
मैंने ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया था, इस लेवल पे कुछ नहीं किया था. बट मैं जब मेरे को कोई टीचर या किसी फेलो स्टूडेंट कभी किसी ने बोली कर दिया, किसी ने कुछ गंदे तरीके से बात की, तो मैं चुपचाप से ना उनकी कोई चीज़ उठा लेता था और जाके गार्बेज में डंप कर देता था. अब क्या करेगा तू? ठीक है, कर ले और बदतमीजी. So
And now you have this cute little podcast about being a nice human being.
not my finest moment as well, but I guess, as you said, karma. Okay, so I think this was, thank you everyone for sharing these, I don't know, it's weird and interesting and scary
being in college.
yeah, confessions. अभी हमने इनके confessions सुने, so I am going to give you some statements और अभी आपके college confessions, whichever you want to speak of, feel free. Okay, tell me a confession about the time you tried to rebel but it backfired.
Okay, let me think about it. I have so many instances. I'm just, because I have to get LORs also from my college, na. So I'm thinking कि हमारे college में ना एक fest होता है हर साल, like एक बड़ा fest होता है. And I was in college first year, so this was my first time attending a concert or like a live music event sort of situation. So, and my boyfriend at that time was in the discipline committee, which then I thought is, real hot boy shit. And now when I look at it, ये क्या काम था भाई कि ह्यूमन चेन बना के घूमो लोगों के आसपास, इधर नहीं इधर मत. एंड DC boys really thought that they were something. Anyway, love the guy if you're watching. तो स्टेज के पास एक ह्यूमन चेन है, and there I am in my first year just dancing around, living my Ufteri Ada moment. And this girl kept stomping on my foot, right? And it happened once, it happened twice. I told her don't do it, and then she still like kept doing it because she was too drunk or whatever. And then I pushed her. I was like, how dare you? जा यहाँ से. And she went. So 4 days later, that same woman and two really like tall, gunda, mushtande boys come up to me and they're like, तू वही लड़की है जिसने मुझे मारा था. And I'm like, I don't know कब की बात हो रही है. So she like recited the entire incident. ये वो उसने मम्मी की गाली दी, ये सब किया. और मुझे हंसी आ रही है कि उस दिन तो तू चली गई और अब तू. Anyway, this went on for 3 days. And then one day she punched me.
Wow.
And it really hit me. Like I had a scar here. And I was like, how did you punch me that well? Turns out she was a national level boxer.
Oh shit. That is
Yeah.
a great story.
No, that's not where it ends.
Oh, there's more?
So I was like, first I ran away because there's no, like I physically can't fight. I'm like you know the memes that they make on girls that this is how girls fight?
Yeah.
It's made on me. That's how I fight. So then, one of my friends, she was doing law. And she was like, we need to complain this to some UGC council. अगर 2 ragging की complaints हुई, तो आपसे ले लेंगे certification. College तबाह. तो मैंने complaint डाल दी एक तो. And I'm like, let's fucking go. अब इसे college से निकाल देंगे. Apology letter लिखवा के छोड़ दिया.
Well, that's, I mean, fair, I guess.
Yeah, so I rebelled, I failed, then I rebelled again, and then I got an apology letter, which in my books is still a failure.
I think you're being harsh on yourself. I think it's not that bad. लड़कों को तो मिलता भी नहीं है. वो तो मतलब handshake कर लो. That's good enough.
People don't have that much self-awareness.
Okay. The cringiest thing you have done for a boy or a crush in college?
Oh God. Fuck yeah, gee. Yeah, I'm very cringe in love. Like, I really hate myself in love. Now that I've stayed
होते हैं यार,
single for a year, I'm like, I'm a decent human being. Why the fuck did I just not know my potential at all?
देखो cringe नहीं तो love नहीं. मुझे तो यही लगता है. It's fine.
Okay, so I used to date this boy in college and uska birthday tha. So I planned this entire, surprise for him in Goa. And so I won an MUN, I did an internship, and then I saved all this money, to buy like a Polaroid camera for him and a gimbal that costed 35,000 rupees. Wow. Insane amount for a college first year student. I'm a Pinterest girl, right? So I've seen those, beach, पे ऐसे वो proposal type, वो एक stand type नहीं बनाते हैं. अब of course I don't have the budget for it. So मैं और मेरे 2 cousins हैं गोवा में and we have tried making that thing. And it's just like 2 डंडे और उसके ऊपर ये 2 चदरें which don't look like a canopy at all. And then I've laid down flowers that of course are not staying because beach पे हवा चलती है. So it's a mess. And then I've written a 6-page speech about how much he means to me. And I've gone down on my knees.
Oh, wow.
It was just that it was like, oh my God, I love you so much. Like you say to like a casual situationship.
Okay, that's a great story. I have a wholesome question now. What is the most wholesome thing someone did for you during your campus years?
Okay, so I was in a relationship for almost 4 years of my college. And when I broke up with the guy, I just didn't know what to do with my life. और मेरा placement season चल रहा था. I didn't sit for any of the placements. मैं on campus बैठी नहीं placement के लिए. And it was a very codependent relationship. So I didn't have any friends outside of that relationship. I didn't have hobbies outside of that relationship. I had never traveled without him. So when he broke up with me, I just didn't know what to do. And I always used to say that, you look at your moms and you're like, are you mad? Like, you have no life except for this marriage that you're in. Go build a life for yourself. And I just looked back one day and I was like, fuck, I'm everything that I didn't want to be. I'm my biggest fear today. And so I just didn't know what to do. And there was this random girl that I'd met, friend of a friend in a club. And she just told me that, when you get home, text me. So I had her number since then. And I didn't know anybody else in Jaipur, no friends. So I just called her कि bro मेरा breakup हो गया है. मैं 6 दिन से कुछ खाया नहीं है, सोई नहीं हूँ, तो मैं तेरे घर आ जाऊँ थोड़े दिनों के लिए. She was like, yeah bro, sure. And She used to cook for me. She fed me thrice a day. She did so much for me. Like, it's wholesome in the weirdest way. But I think she was, except for my mom, she was the first woman to tell me, ki, bro, your life is your career. If you don't have a career, if you don't work, if you're not financially stable, you'll be a loser. You can be the funniest, the hottest, the smartest, but if you don't have a financial backing, if you're not financially independent, you are a nobody.
Yeah.
And so she pushed me a lot when I got placed. And for the first time in a very long time, I felt a sense of self.
Wow.
Because I had completely like lost myself in those 4 years. So yeah, I thank God for getting her in my life every single day.
Do you want to give a shout out to her? Like her
Yeah,
name?
I think everybody knows her. Her name is Ayushi. Yeah, she's now moved to Melbourne to study and all. But yeah, love her.
How amazing. So last question in this thing. What is the bravest thing you've done for your mental health in campus?
I actually started taking therapy after the entire breakup situation, and I think that I went to only one session.
You started taking means you.
Yeah, one session I went to. She was like, oh, it'll be better, you know, that's just how life is. I was like, I knew. It'll pass. Spend time doing things you... I don't like anything. You know, find a hobby. वो like ये तो कुछ therapy जाने वाली बात थी नहीं. But yeah, I went to therapy. That's when I felt the bravest. I was like, I've taken a step to be better. Because उससे पहले तक I only had like very self-destructive patterns की दारू पी लो, बाहर चले जाओ, ट्रिप पे चले जाओ, distract कर लो, हिंज चला लो. And then that time I was like, okay, this is what like good people do. Therapy.
I think you probably didn't have the right therapist. Have you ever gone to therapy after that? Yeah, बस
Why do you think I need it?
No, I'm asking because I love therapy. मैं तो 8 साल से ले रहा हूँ. And I feel like, and it's not just for you. I feel like all of us will benefit, especially in Indian society. सबकी जिंदगियों में बचपन में ट्रॉमा होता है जो हमको थोड़ा unlearn and figure out करना पड़ता है. So I would say for that reason.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
A lot of my friends go to therapy, and a lot of people have told me to take therapy, and I do feel like I really need it because I've just not been able to come in terms with my emotions or just, you know, actually face my demons. But I just can't seem to do it.
If you get the right therapist, it's genuinely like, I think one of the best relationships you will have in your life if you get the right person. So really hope that works out for you. I'm going to recommend
Yes, please do.
few for sure. Okay, so this has been already amazing, but we have a conversation to also do. I know you are not much older than the person that I ask about, but how do you now you're 23, right?
Yeah.
How do you look back at 18-year-old Apurva? What do you see when you see her?
I honestly love 18-year-old me. I think even when I meet new people right now, they think that, you know, I'm sort of this very strong, baddie person, which I am not. My 18-year-old self was the most fearless person I've ever known. I always dreamt big. I always I was in acting societies. I always wanted to be an actor. I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I thought really highly of myself, which I feel like I've lost over the years. When you don't have puri dunya ke opinions, like it's easier to have a sense of self. So I used to have a very strong sense of self. And yeah, I think I was a very happy person. Very happy and very fearless, for sure.
Do you remember, अपूर्वा, की पहली बार आपको कब लगा कि शायद आपको रिबेल करना ही पड़ेगा, ऑप्शन ही नहीं है?
Yeah, so I come from a very small place, Shabad Markanda. It's a very small place near Kurukshetra. I spent 10 years of my life there. My mom is also from Kurukshetra. So both my mom's side and my dad's side, they have been conditioned to believe something that according to them is right.
Good.
And their intent was also always right. But I just could not make my peace with the kind of woman that they wanted to see me become. I have always dreamt of being independent, dreamt of not living in that place, moving to a city, you know, that's much faster, bigger, has more opportunities. And none of the women in my families were doing that. or wanted to do that. So it stemmed from a place of being more than what everybody else wants me to be. So that is, abhi I know there are so many hate videos about me कि उसको अपने माँ बाप नहीं पसंद है क्योंकि वो उसे क्लबिंग नहीं जाने देते. Are you all stupid? Like, so my dad always thought ki, there's a certain way you should be. You don't. And even my mom, she's also a teacher. They were like, oh, you don't talk in a loud manner. You don't laugh because it attracts attention. You don't. I remember I was laughing somewhere and one of my relatives came up to me and she's like, oh, तुम सिर्फ ये चाहती हो कि लड़के अट्रैक्ट हो इसलिए तुम इतना जोर जोर से यहाँ पे हंस रही हो जहाँ तुम्हें पता है इतने सारे लड़के. And so many women go through that.
ये कितने साल के थे आप इस टाइम पे?
13, 14. So yeah, I started rebelling because I just didn't like the idea of what they were pitching to me. Like the dream life that they told me that I should have, I hated that life. So as a reflex, I did opposite of everything that they asked me to do. Like I started abusing because my dad was very like, लड़कियां गाली नहीं देंगी. And my problem was not कि आप ये बोलो कोई भी गाली नहीं देगा.
बिल्कुल.
पर लड़कियां गाली नहीं देंगी just pissed me off so much. And yeah, my dad was very like against, all of these jobs like being an actor or being a model because from the outside, they saw it as this really dark place that they cannot let their child go to. And nobody in my family has traveled. And I really wanted to travel. So it was just that I wanted to be bigger than what they thought I should be.
मैंने आपको बताया था कि मेरी फैमिली भी, माई मदर साइड वो भी शाहबाद में रहे हैं. माई फादर साइड हैज़ स्टेड इन पानीपत. मेरे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स करनाल में थे फाइनली. और 4 साल मैं कुरुक्षेत्र में पढ़ा हूँ. सो इट्स द सेम एनवायरनमेंट आई थिंक. सो आई ऑल्सो रेजोनेट एंड अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू मे हैव गॉन थ्रू. उस एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर जो बहुत एक मैचो एनवायरनमेंट भी होता है, वहाँ एज ए यंग वुमेन आप कर भी सकते हो ये. आपको आपके पास वो राइट भी है करने को. हाउ डिड यू इवन डिस्कवर कि मेरी आवाज़ है और मैं यूज़ करूँगी?
I think I love my mom the most in the world. Like I'll do everything for her. And when I saw the life that she has, I could just see that this woman deserves so much. And she just surrendered to the circumstances. She surrendered to like whatever everybody was saying. And so that is what became her life. Like she's one of the strongest, smartest people I know. And उन्हें जो नानी ने बोला, she did that. And then फिर जो ने दादी ने बोला, she did that. And फिर जो ने हमने बोला, she did that. And I was like, I don't want to be that. And more than that, I really, every time I would tell her कि why are you here?
Yeah.
She used to tell me, this is what I have. And I was like, I just want to make enough money so that the next time she can't say that. And I hope that I can give her a house. And, she knows that even her daughter can fight for her. She can come live with her daughter. So it kind of, I think, stemmed from there. I was like, if I don't speak up, I know there's nobody else fighting my battles for me. Nobody's going to save me. Nobody's going to come. And this is not the life that I'm living. So I didn't know if it would work out or not. And I think I gave up a lot of time. At 11th, 12th, I was extremely suicidal. I used to self-harm quite a lot. But I just knew that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to fight for it. Everybody can't be lying to you. There are happy endings.
बिल्कुल. I resonate so much with what you're saying. My mother is almost, I won't say, very similar situation. मुझे भी यही लगता था कि यार आप अपने लिए कुछ क्यों नहीं करती, but she still has the biggest heart I know, the most empathy that I know, and I want to, literally my entire life's motivation was कि मुझे जिंदगी में अपनी mother को proud करना है. I still don't drink, I still have never had a cigarette in my life, no drugs ever in my life. The reason was कि मैं जब कॉलेज जा रहा था उन्होंने मेरे को बैठ के बोला था कि तुम कभी प्लीज don't do all of these things, don't let me down. और फिर मैंने कहा था I promise you मैं कभी ये नहीं करूँगा. और तब से मैंने आज तक नहीं किया है. So I resonate with that. I understand how difficult it is when you see your mom go through tough times. when did you feel like आप कुछ कर सकते हो अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए, स्पेशली अपनी मदर के लिए, कि स्पेशली विद योर वॉइस?
So I used to do a lot of MUNs. So the first MUN that I won 3,000 rupees. And I gave her a 2,999 lipstick because I wanted her to have a nice lipstick.
Wow.
So I think every time I make money, my mom doesn't let me do much. Like if I tell her, na, I'll take you here, let me buy you that, she'll say no only. But whatever money I make every month, I just try to do something for her. And now I get PR, she loves, like for them it's such a foreign concept because they buy one shade of lipstick and then use it for the rest of their life.
Correct.
And then there's 20 shades in one box. Now she goes and she gives it to her school principal, her teachers. So now she's made this friendship band sort of situation. कि अच्छा दोस्त है, deep pink, red lipstick तेरी. बुरा दोस्त है, light nude, लगा. So she really has a lot of fun now.
So sweet. I know that you've also spoken a little bit about your father and the relationship you've had with that. But आपने ये भी बोला कि I think over the years the relationship has changed.
Yeah.
But पहला rebellion I think the parents के against होता है या फिर अपने पापा के against होता है. Do you remember what it was about what your father would say to you जो आपको लगा कि यार ये बात मुझे बिल्कुल correct नहीं लग रही और मुझे इस पे I want to be a different person?
So यार ऐसा नहीं कि मेरे पापा कुछ भी गलत बोलते थे. वो ना अपने तरफ से बहुत सही बोलते थे. I think there was just so much gap in how he communicated and how I saw things. So he used to be very, that don't get out of the house. Don't wear a certain type of clothing because these are your years to focus on studying. And he was not wrong. Those were my years. But life is not that unidirectional. You do a bunch of stuff at the same time. So I think we just never really saw eye to eye on anything and we just never took out the time to understand what the other person was trying to say. For him, I was always the child who disrespected him and never listened to him, and no matter what he says, I'll still be this, kid that he has to now deal with as a part of his life. And for me, he was always he was the villain arc in my life. I have so many problems. By God, sort of that. But when this entire fiasco happened, and it was all over news and I didn't have the guts to tell my parents that something like this has happened. Like, what do I tell them? Ki bhai, gaali de di, ab ye sab ho raha hai. My dad just texted me one message and it was like, no matter what happens, I am always standing with you. And now all of, whatever happened in the past doesn't matter.
Wow.
Because even my closest, wokest friends didn't write that. So now I can't say anything bad about my dad. He's taken my content away from me.
So beautiful. I want to give a clap for him because I really feel like I wish more fathers were like this. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful to hear. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I think यार हम सबके साथ ना जब बड़े हो रहे होते हैं पेरेंट्स के साथ नोकझोंक तो रहती है एंड बाद में आके समझ आता है कि हाँ शायद जो काफ़ी चीज़ें बोल रहे थे वो शायद सही भी थी. At the same time it takes a really large heart to also be able to look past that with your parents and be like, no, they're there for me. I understand what they're going through. Anything like that when you look back and you feel like ये चीज़ मुझे अगर मिल जाती ना अपने घर के अंदर या ये एनवायरनमेंट मिल जाता तो मुझे रेबल करने की शायद ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ती.
I think one of the feelings that I've always grown up with, which, I think therapy will only be able to fix because I've not been able to get over it, is the feeling of not being enough. Constantly feeling like, your parents want somebody better than you. And so your first instinct is to be that person, study more, behave properly. And then you see that tum jitta bhi kar lo, it's not enough. That's when you give up and you're like, ab to bhai, jo main kar raha tha wo bhi nahi milega. So I just felt like, and I don't know if it was their fault or not, or maybe it's just how my brain is hardwired to believe that. I just never felt like I was enough. So my rebellion came from that.
Were there things at that time that made you feel enough? कुछ ऐसा चल रहा था?
Yeah, boyfriends. And genuinely mean it. People who don't feel loved at home find the worst people to love outside of their home, and it turns out worse than your parents. Because your parents still have their best intentions, but when you're so deprived of love and you go finding it outside, people know it, people take advantage of it, and they will make you feel smaller than what you already did. So I've been in horrible like relationships. Great guys though. Horrible relationships.
आई थिंक पेरेंट्स को समझ नहीं आता कि कम्युनिकेट कैसे करें ये इमोशंस को, क्योंकि उनको किसी ने नहीं सिखाया था. When they were growing up, nobody sat them down and told them in a nice way, you know, or made them feel like seen or heard in some way. Whatever they grew up with, they were trying to make sure that, as you said, उनके best intentions हमेशा रहे हैं. At the same time, जो मुझे लगता है कि for any of us, जो हमारा rebellion होता है, actually पेरेंट्स के अगेंस्ट नहीं होता, वो एक सोसाइटल आइडिया के अगेंस्ट होता है जो पेरेंट्स फॉलो कर रहे हैं, जो उनको भी शायद कहा गया था, वो भी उन्होंने भी किया. बट व्हेन यू वर क्रिएटिंग योर फर्स्ट इंस्टाग्राम आईडी to create an entire identity around being a rebel kid, was there a certain rebellion that was at the top of your mind कि ये मुझे करना है?
First, my dad was very against Facebook and Instagram, ठीक है? तो I was like, the rebel kid. So it started with पापा ने मना किया है, ये लो, selfie डालूंगी Snapchat filter में, क्या करोगे पापा? Like it started like that. And then they just hate, like, when I used to listen to Taylor Swift interviews, right, and she used to be like, oh, there's so much gender disparity and, you know, feminism, I used to be like, भाई, 2024-25 चल रहा है. There is no gender inequality or gender pay. And I used to think कि ये सब लोगों ने एक एजेंडा बना रखा है कि हर पॉडकास्ट में जाओ और बोलो औरतों के साथ बुरा हो रहा है, जबकि नहीं हो रहा. Till I actually grew up and I realized that they were 100% right. Society as a whole, women and men, both included, hate seeing women being themselves. They hate to see you be happy without, you know, asking for financial help from your parents, your partners. They hate to see you happy without a partner. They hate to see you live a life that you've wanted to live. So it started against my dad. And I think that was a very small portion of it. After that, it was just to rebel against societal norms, as you said. Because every time I would take a trip, they'd be like, oh, sugar daddy है, ये घूमने के अलावा करती क्या है? तुम क्या कर रहे हो अपनी लाइफ में? Like if I had to pick one activity for the rest of my life, घूमना is not that bad of an activity.
Absolutely.
Like what's wrong with घूमना? I have had friends, male friends, who drink every single day on their stories. And it's never been an issue. It will never be an issue. But it's always an issue when a woman does it. Carrie Minati, cussed for years. It has never been an issue. But when I do it, it's an issue. Because that's all I do. But does my video start from Maa ki gali and end at Behan ki gali? Is there no content in the middle? People just don't want to see you at anything else except for your flaws. And then they keep telling you to change it. So I can't.
No, I understand. और मुझे भी गालियाँ पड़ती हैं इन चीज़ों पे, क्योंकि मैं सिर्फ men's issues पे बात नहीं करता. I also take stands for women's issues. And a lot of men just don't understand that. उनका दिमाग ना टूट जाता है. And I just don't understand how that is the conditioning that unfortunately आधे आदमी में भर चुकी है. तुम वहाँ पर तुम्हें प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो रही थी जब आदमी अपनी बात कर रहे हैं, तुम्हें ये क्यों प्रॉब्लम होती है जब औरतें अपनी बात कर रही हैं? Why can you not just understand that it's okay for both men and women to express what they're going through? It's not against you. But I also want to ask you, because you know, अपूर्वा, आपको कभी लगता है कि यार ये आइडेंटिटी आफ्टर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम ऑल्सो एक बर्डन भी बन जाती है, एक यू नो कि आप लाइक यू नो शैरन ने जब जोक मारा था कि आई वांट टू यू नो आई एम अ वीक इंडिपेंडेंट वुमन, यू नो, डू यू आल्सो समटाइम्स जस्ट वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग एंड आई एम लाइक आई डोंट वांट टू बी अ रेबल, आई वुड जस्ट
every day. I am tired. It's been too long. I think it's been stretched out for way more than it should have been. I'm very tired. But I can't give up. This is my life. So being tired doesn't mean that you decide to not do it one day. You can be tired and still do it really well.
What keeps you going? What is it that makes you feel like मुझे करना पड़ेगा?
यार एक आर्क होता है हर स्टोरी का ना. And I every day want to believe that, oh, there's God and the universe, who'll write good things for me. And then, this story will end in a happy ending. But nobody's doing it. Nobody's coming. Nobody's writing the arc. If I give up, it's the end. Then that's it. Something magically will not come in and change my life. So I can't give up because I do love this life. I love creating content. I love storytelling. I love traveling the world. I love meeting people who resonate with my content. So is it heavy? Sure. But it's also my life's purpose. I love it. I love the opportunities I get because of it. I love being in Bollywood parties and, looking at them and being like, fuck bro, I used to look at them on TV screens. So then, sure, there's downsides, but I am living my dream. I always wanted to have a media video of, Pap screaming, Apurva ji, kuch boliye, kuch boliye. That's so cool. I will show it to my kids and be like, तुम्हारी मम्मी भी गुंडी थी अपने टाइम पे.
डू यू फील अगर सोसाइटी में कुछ ऐसा चेंज आए जिसकी वजह से आपको रिबेल ना करना पड़े, बिकॉज अगेन एज यू सेड आई थिंक इट गेट्स मेंटली टैक्सिंग. रिबेलियन इज नॉट ईजी. देयर इज अ मेंटल हेल्थ cost to it, there's a mental health burden to it. What is it that would you like to see in the world around us जहाँ पर आपको लगे यार अब मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा कम रिबेल कर सकती हूँ because this thing has been fixed?
I think somehow we've made this a fight of genders. It's men versus women. Oh, we hate men. Oh, no, we hate women. It's not that deep. Nobody hates anybody. If people just stop taking things so personally, like every video, every post is about them, and the algorithm makes you believe that.
Yeah.
The algorithm feeds into your brain what you already believe. If you believe, let's say, women should not work, and the algorithm feeds you 6 Andrew Tate videos, your brain just thinks that this is exactly what everybody thinks, and this is the right thing. And now you think that it's the entire truth. I feel like we've just lost the capability to think in the gray area. Everything's so black and white. Somebody's right and somebody's wrong. People just can't exist. Entertainers have to teach you morals and values. They don't. They're here to entertain you. Watch it and move on. And learn values from your parents.
But there is something to be, as very well said, but I think there's also something to be said about the fact that आपने जैसे बोला ना, एक rules अलग हैं यार लड़कों के लिए और लड़कियों के लिए on the internet. मतलब it's just shocking to me when I see कि जिस तरीके के hate मिलती है लड़कियों को on the internet, grown women, man, and just it's not just hate, right? It's also rape threats, death threats. It's just horrible. How do you? And I know that obviously I'm sure you found a way to deal with this in your own mind, but I just want to know what is your way of now overcoming something like this?
I turned off my comments, my story mentions, and my DMs for beginners. But I think before this entire incident, last 1.5 साल से it was not really affecting me that much. At least the rape threats, the death threats, I was like, you get so, you read it every day on a daily basis that it stops meaning anything. जैसे आप हॉर्न ओके प्लीज पढ़ते हो, you never really think about it anymore. Because it's so common. You read it and you're like, हाँ, हर ट्रक के पीछे लिखा होता है. हर दिन मुझे एक कमेंट आता है जो मुझे आर वर्ड बुलाता है या बोलता है मुझे रेप कर देगा या बोलता है मुझे मार. And you get used to it. You get numb at one point. You're like, that's just the field you're in. I had never gotten hate to the extent that I did. So that I had not gotten used to. I was not relevant enough to be a part of this scandal, first of all. So I was like, I have the least amount of followers on that table. Stop it. But it was a lot. People found my parents' accounts. My mom's account was public. And when all of this was happening, I you know, 2 दिन तक I was only thinking about myself. I never, मेरा दिमाग गया ही नहीं मेरे माँ बाप की तरफ. तो 2 दिन तक तो मैंने उनसे बात ही नहीं की थी. And I didn't know what's happening घर पे. So my mom got a lot of R words and rape threats and, you know, तुम्हारी बेटी slut shaming and whatever. And I didn't know till 3 days later when I called my brother and I was like, घर पे सब कुछ ठीक है. तो उसने मुझे बोला मम्मी का BP 180/120 है, which when I googled was like an SOS, you know, could have a heart attack scenario. And then he told me the entire thing, you know, ऐसे करके comments आए. And I was like, तो फिर मम्मी ने क्या किया? And he was like, मम्मी ने बस लिखा I'm very proud of my daughter और फिर अपने comments off कर दिए. And yeah, so I mean that really hurt me because, you know, as I said, I wanted to do a lot of things for my mom. And, you know, my dad, whatever he said, you know, growing up, he always said कि, you know, समाज में इज्जत रहनी चाहिए. हम इतने टाइम से यहाँ पे रह रहे हैं, लोग हमें जानते हैं. I just felt like he lost all of that in a second. And he always told me कि गाली मत दिया करो, videos मत बनाओ. And everything that he was scared of came true. And I put them through all of that. And they didn't complain even once. So I just wish that this was not the cost to pay. But I'll get out of India and it'll all be fine. So I've used so many tissues, it's just...
I really want to just say, Apurva, first of all, again, thank you again for sharing these parts of your life. होता क्या है ना, अनफॉर्चुनेटली मुझे लगता है कि एक बार इंटरनेट पे कोई फेमस हो जाता है ना, एज अ सोसाइटी उनको सिर्फ आप एक हैंडल जैसे देखते हो, आप एक ब्रांड जैसा देखते हो, आप भूल जाते हो कि एक इंसान भी वहाँ पे है. You know, it is, I have written about this now extensively, but I don't understand why this needed to happen. This is the most ridiculous thing that I have seen in our country, and I've seen many ridiculous things in our country over the years. एक इतना disproportionate response for something that has happened on the internet, and it was a private channel, subscription का वीडियो था. डैंग ह्यूमर जो समझ, you know, I'm still one of the people who wakes up in the morning and reads a newspaper. मैं उठाता हूँ.
Life must be tough.
It is. I open the newspaper, second, third, fourth page पे ना, at least 3 or 4 rape cases against women are there. जिनको कभी जस्टिस नहीं मिलता, कोई फास्ट ट्रैक नहीं करता, कोई प्रायोरिटी नहीं मिलती, कोई मीडिया, मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया चैनल जाकर यू नो हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर के सामने आके ये नहीं पूछ रहा कि इस रेप केस के बारे में क्या हुआ. देयर इज सच अ लैक ऑफ प्रायोरिटाइजेशन. द गवर्नमेंट रिसोर्सेज दैट हैव बीन स्पेंट ऑन दिस, जो आप कितनी और चीज़ों में स्पेंड कर सकते थे. मेक आवर रोड्स बेटर, मेक आवर सिटीज़ बेटर, मेक आवर एयर बेटर, मेक श्योर women are feeling safe in our country. बट वो सब छोड़ दो साइड पर. लेट्स जस्ट मेक दिस द नेशनल इशू. इट्स जस्ट एब्सोल्युटली ridiculous, and I'm so sorry about everything that you have gone through. I don't even think any of us can imagine what it must feel when your parents are being reached out to. Just absolutely enormously sucks, and I'm just really sorry about that.
It's fine. It's just life.
It is life, and yet you've had to deal with this, and you are, I mean, I don't even know किस level पे आपने इसको deal किया है. How is your mother doing right now? How is
She
your
says
dad?
she's fine. And like my parents have not complained even once. I went home for 15 days. I cried for 15 days. And they were always like, it'll pass. कुछ भी नहीं होगा, होता रहता है. हम नहीं देखते थे बॉलीवुड वालों के साथ होता है, अब तू भी तो बॉलीवुड वाली है. And I'm like, I have a 2-minute role in a धर्मा movie. यार shut up, मैं कोई बॉलीवुड वाली नहीं हूँ. But yeah, ठीक है.
ये तो बहुत ही and your younger brother also, did he have anything?
No, he thinks I'm cool. Because I went on Latent. I went on Latent because he thought that Latent is the coolest thing that has happened to this country. So I was like, I'm also going to go and crack 2 jokes and make him proud. That's not how you make people proud, by the way.
यार मैं वही कहता हूँ कि जो संस्कार की बातें करते हैं, आप लोगों पे क्वेश्चन उछाल रहे हैं, वही उसी कमेंट्स के अंदर यू नो रेप की बात कर रहे हैं. मतलब दे आर गिविंग गालीज ऑफ द even worse than anybody else can imagine. And उनको कोई नहीं बोल रहा संस्कार है. It just absolutely, I mean, I don't even understand how this is okay. I'm going to come to that. I'm going to take a pause over here because it is a little overwhelming, I would imagine. I have some more questions to ask you, but I also want to open it up to the folks over here right now. Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks, guys.
अगर आपके पास कुछ questions हैं, you can take a little bit of a breather from everything that we've been chatting about because I know it can get heavy. Please go for it.
So Apurva, I think this should make sense according to what Nikhil said and everything that I've gotten to know about your journey as well. Being a creator myself, I think I ask myself a lot. Although I'm an educational content creator, but do you think that the fame, the money, the attention, a lot of love, everything that we get overall, do you question that the cost of your mental health majorly a lot of times that you have to pay, is it all worth it on most days? Because
I have also asked myself that quite a lot.
yeah.
And the way I see it is, if I was working a 9 to 5, I would be miserable. So would I be miserable and poor? Or do I be miserable and rich and famous and have the right resources and meet the right people and party on a brand's money 5 days a week? And then go wherever I want. I came to Bombay to be an actor. I get auditions सामने से. Am I worthy of getting auditions सामने से? No, I don't have any public work, right? I don't have any acting gigs already live that they can look at and they think, oh, I'm Deepika Padukone, but I get it because I get the eyeballs. So for me, it's just easier to do the things that I want to do. And the money is insane. And I don't think that I've inspired anybody. But so many women have told me that, they now travel because they saw me travel. And I used to look up to Taylor Swift and, she changed my life so much. And I was like, fuck, I wish I can tell this girl, one day, ki, you changed it for me. And if I can be 0.01% of that, then I think it's a nice trade-off.
Yeah. Well said.
I would have lost my mental health no matter where I was. It's just how the arc is,
Hi Purva, firstly I want to give you a hug and I've missed you a lot. All of us have.
Come, hug.
Oh my god. So yeah, my question is, being such a great storyteller and having so many great stories to tell, do you ever are in a dilemma where to draw a line to put your life out there? Because first, the judgment, and second, the nazar factor, and how do you deal with it?
I don't believe in nazar क्योंकि मैंने बहुत लोगों को लगाने की कोशिश की और नहीं लगा. They have been fully thriving, so I don't believe in it.
Okay. The judgment, the judgment factor.
Yaar, I think people who judge people on the internet are dumb. Why do you have to judge? Like when I see somebody's video, I'm never like, ये कैसा इंसान है भाई? ये क्यों इतनी पार्टी करता है? ये क्यों लड़कों से बात करता है? Like that's just not how I think. And my audience is not people who think that way. My audience is people who want to listen to somebody else's bad times and laugh on it. Right? जैसे तुम अपनी दोस्त से बात कर रहे हो फोन पे. You never judge कि तूने बोला था तू उसके पास वापस नहीं जाएगी तो तू क्यों गई? You don't do that. I see the internet as my long distance best friend. Right? I share as if I'm talking to a friend. Now, if you judge, that's your problem. There's so much to do. You're sitting around judging me. And boundaries, I'm not going to share about my relationship that I learned. I also don't want to ever put my parents out there anymore.
You said that earlier.
And yeah, I don't think I'll be posting live stories anytime soon because the acid attack threats are really real. So yeah, but उसके अलावा मुझे लगता है कि this is such a new career and we're sort of the first generation who's being so active on the internet that the audience always knows where you are. So we don't know what the repercussions are going to be. We've not seen a time where you can figure out where a creator lives because you know the view of their building. This is extremely scary stuff. So if one day I am on a true crime podcast about the 3 million follower influencer who lost her life because of sharing too much, then
Do it
That
for
will
the
be
plot.
it. Yeah, I'll do it for the plot.
But
No,
thank
no,
you.
please don't die for any
No, no,
plot.
no, no.
Okay? Please stay alive.
But thank you for being the virtual sister for all of us. We're
Oh,
really
thank you
grateful and
so
we miss you
much.
so much.
Thank you so much,
Hope
bro.
to see you
Thank
back.
you. Thank you. You're too
Take care.
sweet. And that dimple's too cute.
Hi, Apurva, a really huge fan. I wanted to ask that how did you cope up with the first thought which came into your mind when you knew the entire country is against you for a statement which was a defense against somebody?
Wow. First of all, I don't think that the entire country is against me. क्योंकि हम में इतनी यूनिटी नहीं है कि हमारा पूरा देश किसी एक इशू के अगेंस्ट हो पाए. हम नहीं कर सकते. यार, I've always had this fear that I don't want to go back to asking my dad for money. I don't want to go back to not being able to afford what I want. I don't want to go back to not being able to travel. I don't want to go back to a small place because I can't afford rent in Bombay. And I lived my nightmare for a month straight. I'm still living it. And I'm going to Tomorrowland in 5 days.
Let's go.
In the middle of my nightmare. It's never as bad as you think. And people forget. There are rapists roaming around in this country. Nobody gives a fuck. So I hope they forget. And if they don't, I'll figure something else out. I'm a snake sign. I have a snake tattoo. I think I can always shed my skin and become somebody else. I don't know who yet. But life has a way of, figuring itself out. Or at least I hope so. If it doesn't work out, then I don't know what to do. But yeah, I'm not going to be poor for sure. I can't.
Okay, we'll come back to more questions. I think I want to take off for what she asked because one of the things that really bothered me when all of this happened, जो आपने statement आपकी जो viral गई थी, it was in response to something very misogynist and sexist that was said on the show. और उस लड़के के बारे में कुछ outrage नहीं थी. मतलब I didn't see any outrage.
Is this the first time in this country when there hasn't been an outrage against a man who did a woman wrong? It's not. It's not unheard of. It's not unusual. I was really angry about it. I was angry that why was the news not posting about that? And why were the papers not posting about that? And why were the, posts not targeting that man? But he's just a man. And I'm the rebel kid. Sensation sells. I'm the TRP. He's not. I am the thumbnail. He's a nobody. So I can't keep being angry at why did they not tell him anything. Because I chose this. I am the public figure. I am the views. And he's just a man. Behaving like a man. Nothing unusual about it. Thanks guys, तुम हर बात पे ताली मार रहे हो. I just love it.
But you are here today and I really appreciate that again. Having said that, I would imagine the last 1 month hasn't been easy for you. How did you decide during this time ki how am I going to come out of this? How do you even find yourself in all of this noise?
I don't think I found myself in the noise at all. I think I've lost myself quite a lot. I had an incredible support system. Incredible. My friend Ganesh, Ayush, Pratiksha, I think these three were, every time I needed reassurance, I already had 1,000 texts reassuring me. Ganesh did not let me step out of my house without bouncers.
Wow.
I always had 4 bouncers and a driver. Even airport pe when I took a flight to go home, I had a bouncer with me. I paid 20,000 for a stupid flight. Then there were bouncers outside of my house. I couldn't go to my house for 6-7 days because they were like, ho sakta hai koi aa jaye. A lot of people know your address. You've always posted. People were sending me my building ka photo and writing, we know where you live. and stuff like that. So it was extremely scary. It is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. It, I think, will be the worst thing that ever happens to me. I have a sister called Suman Didi. मेरी मुँह बोली बहन है वो. उनकी शादी थी, and I was supposed to go to that wedding. And the same day, the news leaked that I was supposed to be a part of IFA, which was never really happening. It was fake news. So the day I landed in Jaipur, I had to come back to Delhi because it was not safe for me. So a bunch of stuff happened. I think every day I've cried saying that, you know, I just wanted somebody to tell me कि ठीक हो जाएगा, and people did tell me. But how do you believe people? Nobody knows. We just think कि ठीक हो जाएगा, and we have not seen, you know, a media trial at this scale. Creator industry mein. We've seen it in Bollywood. Shout out Riya Chakravarti. I spoke to her also on video call for an hour. So my initial response was, I want to talk about it. Because Apurva talks about everything, right? I'm the rebel kid. Everybody's like, you cannot open your mouth. It'll start another media cycle. You'll be in the news for 5 more days. They will just take out one line out of what you say, run it on the news and put it against you. Put more people against you. You can't do it. So the only option I had was to stay silent. And I just didn't realize how much I loved working. How much I loved posting. I had not taken it. They think that I don't work and I'm stupid and, you know, all of this just fell into my lap. But I had not taken one day's break. There was not one day when I didn't vlog, when I didn't write content, when I didn't think of a brand post. And for the first time, it was all just so silent. I lost so much business. Like, when this year started, I remember everybody on my work group was like, this is your year. And all of that just gone. In one day, in 1 second, all of brands writing to us that right now is not a good time for us to be associated to her. And it was just so bad. But then, and you know, I'm a very anxious person and I always think, you know, that my friends hate me. And, you know, everybody is with me because of a reason. And there are so many reasons, you know, to be with me. And most of it has turned out to be true. But the 2-3 people who stuck by me just really made me believe in friendship. It just really opened my eyes, just really told me that I had been prioritizing everything wrong. And you know, these are the people that I should be spending more time with. So I feel like it's just given me this new perspective on who my people are and who I can blindly trust. And I know I'll build a career again. It's okay. If nothing else, मैं कुछ ये पोकरबाजी टाइप के साथ कोलैब करके दुबई में एक घर ले लूंगी.
I think अभी साल खत्म भी नहीं हुआ, अभी तो मिडिल भी नहीं हुआ.
Yeah, financial year is gonna be mine.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. There's a long way to go. There is no doubt in my head that everybody loves a comeback story. You will have the best one out of them all because you have fans who love you and support you and cheer for you and root for you. This one clip actually that I even took out because I thought this is so sweet to see your fans doing something like this.
I saw ऐसे करके comeback कर लेगी और तुम देखते रह जाओगे. I know. Tanmay Bhatt sent me this video.
You know, when you have fans like this, you know, I don't doubt that that's going to happen. I also, I think I saw the Ganesh ne jo post kiya tha Carousel where he wrote about the Galis. And again, I really admire men who stand up for women and their friends, of course. And what he had written at that point of time, really, I think that's when I actually saw the creator community also really kind of. But do you feel like, you know, at that time, when something like this happens, when people come up for your support and the creator community is then rallying around you, was that the moment you felt like you had support?
I owe my life to Ganesh. He was the only, he was the first person to post something in my favor and he makes political content. So it was a very big bet for him. And he didn't even tell me that he's posting. I had only sent him that screenshots as I don't know what to do, like I can't deal with this. And over these years, I have posted about a lot of people on my stories and I've stood up for a lot of people. And I never imagined that I will have such little support when something happens to me. Like I was shocked. Because you can't ask people to post
Of
for you,
course,
right?
yeah.
You can't be like मेरे साथ बुरा हो रहा है post करो. जब मेरे साथ अच्छा हो रहा था तब लोग 10 रील डालते थे. And when Ganesh did it, it honestly just changed everything because people saw another side and he didn't have to do it. And I remember I was seeing his followers and I think he lost 1,000 followers and I told him, I'm so sorry that you're losing followers. And he was like, you're my sister. I can lose everything but I'll stand by you. And he's been to live events and उससे हर जगह पूछते हैं, what are your thoughts? And he has very publicly always supported me. And I'm not in the right. But like I just could not believe that somebody would do something like that for me. So I absolutely love Ganesh. And ये जो creator community stands with you, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody loves you. This is not a community. अगर एक ब्रांड के पास 20 लाख रुपए का बजट है, अगर मैं काम नहीं कर रही तो ब्रांड डील किसी और के पास जाएगी. So you have your friends. Like at work, अगर कोई तुम्हें काम से निकाल रहा है तो लोग धरना थोड़ी करने बैठ जाएंगे कि क्यों निकाला. Nobody cares. People just see it as कि उसके साथ हो रहा है ना, मेरे साथ थोड़ी हो रहा है. They don't realize कि आज हमारे साथ हो रहा है, कल तुम्हारे साथ हो सकता है. And that's fine. That's just how it is.
Do you think you've lost friends in this last month since this happened?
Yeah. I mean, I've not lost anybody. I just don't speak to a few people anymore. But it's not a loss. And maybe it's all, honestly, when I think about it, sometimes it is very petty and shallow. कि, मैं लोगों से बात करनी बंद कर दे रही हूँ because they didn't stand up for me. But it is single-handedly the worst thing that has ever happened to me.
100%.
And
Absolutely.
every single post could have changed things. And everybody who had been on Samay's show showed support. All of them posted for Samay. But people who have monetized off of posting content with me didn't. So even if it's petty, it's just who I am then. I can't have friends that I have to keep doubting my intentions with.
I don't think it's petty. I just want to say that I think it's completely valid as a reaction. And I'm so happy that while there was people who weren't able to show up, you found people who really did show up.
Ganesh and Ayush didn't sleep for 48 hours straight.
I spoke to Ayush at that time because I was also, I was concerned again from a lens of, I recognize that you are a young person and you must be going through something tough. And the way he was responding about you and I think the love that I could see in the messages that he had for you, I knew that you'll be okay. So I was like, if you have friends like that, you're going to be fine.
So Ayush runs 2 companies. And every time I call him, he's just never available to speak. So, and for those 48 hours, he was constantly on a call with me. And I was like, Ayush, I don't know how I'll ever be able to thank you. And he was like, I have a very simple concept. I will not celebrate your biggest wins. I might not be there. I might not have the time. But when you're at your lowest, I will always, always stand by you. And it really changed my perspective about friendship. Because for me, it was, मैं किसके साथ trip पे जा सकती हूँ? मैं किसके साथ party कर सकती हूँ? And that's not friendship. You can hire people to do that. So,
you unfollowed everyone from your Instagram at that time. And I want to know, is it overwhelmed that made you do that? Are you...
So people had this conspiracy theory that, the police is going to see who's linked to me and then find them and they're going to be in trouble. It's so stupid. It's like so many newspapers have written articles about this and it's so stupid. It's not what they think it is. It's just that. I thought I was Taylor Mother Swift. So I was like, this is my rap era. I was like, I'm going to have 0 posts. I'm going to have 0 following. And then I'm going to drop a rap video. And I'm like, it's the return of Rebel. तुम्हें पता नहीं है कैसे I survived ये hell. And it's just bad, okay? It's bad.
It's great.
But I'm already committed to the unfollowing part of it already. And I'm like, Pratiksha, you know, it's going to be Rebel 2.0. Let me remove all posts and then, you know, we post a very cryptic post ki, you know, sare newspaper ki clipping, Rebel is going to come. And, you know, it's going to be rockstar moment for us. And she's like, are you stupid? We have signed a contract with brands. You can't just go about deleting posts. So then that idea just never really turned into anything. And now I just have 200 less posts and 0 following. But I did want to unfollow like 2-3 people, but then they would know that I hate them, which also I didn't want. So I think the 0 following thing is kind of nice. And now, you know, every time I've... तो जिन लोगों की आईडी डीएक्टिवेट हो चुकी है, जब वो एक्टिवेट करते हैं तो वो खुद से फॉलो हो जाता है. फिर उसके बारे में आर्टिकल छपता है कि ये कौन है जिसको रिबेल किड ने आज फॉलो किया. Is he her Joe Alvin in the Reputation era? I wish I had a Joe Alvin in my Reputation era. But no, it's just really stupid.
My God, I just want to say I want to hear this rap. Please make it. I am here cheering for you.
And anybody who told me that it will not work out, I have cussed. Ki you don't see my vision. You don't know Taylor Swift the way I do. Look what you made me do is the reference. For a rap video, look what... And nobody just, you know, had the heart to tell me that you're stupid.
But you are not.
And I really thought that I was Seedhe Maut.
I really want to now see it even more for some reason.
I would just be Seedhe Jail if that rap
No
comes
more
out.
jail, but okay, fair enough. But I love your spirit. I also want to ask a wholesome thing, like what is outside of your friends, what is like a message or something you've seen on the internet about you that's made you feel like supported, whether from your fans, from the community, anything that you have read that made you feel, thank God that there are these kind of people as well.
So my DMs and all are off. Nobody can actually text me anything. But I have like a lot of fan pages. And, you know, Nadanya came out and they posted this edit, you know, this is her first Bollywood debut and she couldn't even post about it. And such sad music is like playing on it. And I thought that was I am there for a minute in the entire movie. They have zoomed in, made it slow motion and compiled it into this larger than life role that I've had in the movie.
That's so sweet.
It's the sweetest thing that anybody has ever done for me. And they're like, first Bollywood debut. We are so proud of her. I'm like, then I would also be like a little proud of myself.
Of course.
But I shot for a month, okay, for that movie. So I was working. I'm just not seen, but I was working.
But I still, I think it is a pretty cool flex to have.
I saw Ibrahim Ali Khan do that shirt abs thing live. And it's better than what you see in the video. So a win is a win.
I think that might be the validation. A lot of other people need to watch the film. So thank you for saying that as well. What is the one thing, Apurva, you think you've learned about yourself during this time? Because I think ऐसी जब मौके आते हैं लाइफ के अंदर ऐसे instances होते हैं, आप अपने बारे में बहुत कुछ सीख जाते हो.
You know, I used to have this bio that says downfall में भी मस्ती नहीं रुकनी चाहिए. And when this entire thing happened, people were like, रुक गई downfall में मस्ती, रुक गई downfall में मस्ती. And I cried. But मस्ती कभी नहीं रुकी. I was, even on my worst days, I was cracking jokes about the entire situation, about myself, about the future. And not once did I think that this is the end of anything. Like, there was not one day when I didn't believe in myself. So I just got to know that I'm way stronger than what I give myself credit for. And, you know, I just didn't know that I had it in me.
What is something that you feel like you've learned about the world around you, people around you, society around you after this?
I don't know how to. मैं सोच रही हूँ किस पे कम गाली पड़ेगी. I'm really trying to, you know, pick out. So I have a friend, and we went to Coldplay together. And Coldplay के बीच में Chris says कि, you know, they are trying to make us believe that the world is a bad place, but the world is a good place. And you know, after the concert, I told everybody that. I was like, the world is a good place. The world is a good place. The world is a shit place, is what I learned. There's no empathy in the world. There's no, and forget the world. The people that I wanted to be on top with did not want to see me at the top. And it's so, you just don't see people's true intentions with you. So society can be whatever. I don't care. I thought कि हाँ society ऐसी ही है और society वैसी ही है. It just reconfirmed my beliefs. But I just realized that, you know, being your friend is a privilege. I know personally I have a lot of value add in whoever's life. I show up for people, I check up on people. I don't cry for no reason. I make you laugh. I have a lot of value add and I really need to reconsider where I'm putting my energy because I don't have unlimited energy. I think that I do, but if I keep distributing love like nobody's business, I'm one day going to run out of it because that love will never be reciprocated. So I just realized कि भाई हो गया बचपना. Now you find 2 friends and you stick by them. You don't think everybody is your best friend and you don't post everybody on social media. मैंने बहुत करियर बना दिए हैं तो अब मैं ब्रेक लेना चाहूँगी. अब मैं अपना करियर बनाना चाहूँगी फिर से.
Do you feel, I mean, I feel like during this conversation, आपने काफ़ी, you have been able to now set your narrative and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you for sharing all of that. Do you still feel like there's something that you want to set straight?
See, everybody has a confirmational bias. You only believe the things that you already believe in. I can say whatever right now. And if you see me as this stupid creator who adds no value, doesn't know anything, that's all I'll ever be. And I can sit and defend myself and tell you that I work hard and tell you that I'm a good person. But does it matter? I don't care what the internet thinks about me. My job, this is literally my job. My job is to entertain. My job is not to make you believe that I'm the hardest person. I could be. But that's not my job. My job is to tell you a story that you find funny, don't find funny, find entertaining, don't find entertaining. But that's where my job ends. I don't want to paint a picture. You can think whatever. I spent so many years trying to make people believe that, listen, I'm a good person, but I don't care. Y'all are horrible people. Look at what you put me through. Why should I be clearing my name? The people who love me, but the people who hate me, give me rape threats, death threats, believe whatever you want to. I can't change it. I don't want to change it.
No, absolutely. And I think that is a great philosophy to have. What have you decided now about how you're going to be from this point onwards? Do you feel like you're going to change the way you are on the internet? What is the Rebel Kid's idea about herself and about the way she lives life?
I don't know. I think I've been trying to see of this comeback as this really big thing that I do, and I've taken so much pressure on myself कि, you know, it has to be something, like it has to be Taylor Swift level insane. एक तो I think by the time this episode comes out, I should have posted something. या अल्लाह अगर तब तक भी नहीं होगा निखिल, then you're sponsoring my like rent and all. I don't have that much runway. And yeah, फिर थोड़े टाइम में मेरा एक शो भी आ रहा होगा. So अगर कुछ नहीं तो वो तो पक्का मेरा comeback है. I've been a mean bitch in that show. I love it. Like I've been extremely mean. But honestly, it'll take me some time to now figure out who I am. And you know, I think all of my followers also have a very parasocial relationship with me because I share a lot. And I don't want to do that anymore. I'm just going to do my job. And you know, the Rebel Kid is a character. You see a fragment of who I am on the internet. that's not me. Whatever you feel is for the character that I am on the internet. I don't know how that character is going to look like, but it's going to be better and pettier than the OG rebel kid. I just hope when I come back, I'm just not that angry. And yeah, I hope I can find a way to love the internet again.
Sure, you will. There is no doubt about that. You've created such a beautiful community of people who have gotten, who have been empowered in their lives because of things that you've said or done.
You know, I've read so much shit about me on the internet that every time somebody says you motivate people or you empower women, I'm like, fuck, please don't say it. That is such a bad thing to say. I'm such a bad influence. Like, I have started believing these things about myself where every time somebody tells me, oh, a woman wants to take the path you've taken, I'm like, please don't, please don't. And honestly, सब लोग बोलते हैं कि, you know, हमारी बेटी ऐसी ना हो, हमारी बेटी ऐसी ना हो. Like, I've read so many comments. People have texted my dad कि लानत है तुम्हारी बेटी, whatever. I hope my daughter is like me because I've done whatever I wanted in life, and I've never regretted anything. If I die tomorrow, I'll die with no regrets, and that is all I've ever wanted. And I hope everybody gets to live that way, where what you want is more important than what the society wants out of you.
I think, Apurva, I really truly have always admired your voice. I've always felt like there is more than the galis. I think your storytelling is exceptional. In every episode that you put out of your life, there is a fantastic story and the fantastic way of that you've told that story. So I really hope that your storytelling never stops because it is absolutely phenomenal. And I don't have any doubts that you are going to have a better, stronger, more amazing comeback. And whoever that new version is, it is going to be an absolutely more awesome and even cooler version than it was last time.
Thank you.
You said at the beginning that, you know, there is an 18-year-old Apurva that you feel was a lot more fearless than you are. I do think you are absolutely fearless. Even the fact that you wanted to do this, you know, I think is really cool because I know that anybody else in your position would have thought many, many times before wanting to address all of this face on. So it is admirable as well. But if there's something that you feel you could tell that 18-year-old, what would you say today?
Don't be that fearless. I don't know. Think before you speak. Don't take dumb decisions. And that's all. You're good to go. Life's great.
You know, since this is a show about mental health and you've very openly shared about everything that you have gone through. I really want to first obviously give a shout out to Maybelline New York because they have allowed us to create this space where we are able to have conversations like this. And one of the rarest brands that we've also worked with, anytime we go up with an idea to them, if they feel like it adds value and if it adds impact, they're just like, let's do it.
I absolutely love Maybelline. अब अगर मुझे भी एक deal मिल जाती Maybelline, support my small business.
My last question on that regard is that because a lot of people don't even know how to reach out to someone who's going through a tough time with their mental health when they're struggling, what have you seen that worked for you during this time when you're going through a low phase, or something that you wish people would have said to you or done for you that would have really helped you with your mental health?
Every time I meet somebody, they hold my hand and they're like, it'll pass. You're strong enough. It's not cancer. So I really wish that people stopped doing that. And I'm just not the kind of person, you know, who lets people in when I'm sad. Like, you can't be there for me. No matter how much you try, I just won't let you be there for me. I won't tell you where I am. I won't pick your calls. I won't reply to your texts. So if you know somebody like that, just don't take it to your heart. Like, it's just sometimes difficult to communicate when you're not doing well. And if people let you be there, share memes. Nobody wants advice. We all have advice. I have a lot of advice. If you have great memes, though. But I have thoroughly enjoyed the memes. जैसे वो रणवीर वाला है, woo woo, and then it's woo. It's the funniest shit ever. Somebody made, or I have a series called Rebel in Europe. They're like a rebel in jail, and it's so funny. I appreciate memes.
Well, I think thank you so much, Apurva. Again, you're still able to make jokes about all of this, and it's not to at all say that it's not been tough, because you have shared how tough it has been, and yet you stand here, you sit here, and at the same time you are able to speak about your truth in a way that you want to. Just a
And
great
thank you
future.
so much for posting about all of this. I think me, Ranveer, Samay, all of us really needed people to support us. And Yuva, I think, was one of the very, very few pages that, stood by us. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much it meant to all of us. Like, I've spoken to all of them, and I know that every post really, changed things for us.
No, I'm happy to have done that, and I think that I hope it never happens again. But I think it's important for all of us who are in this community to stand up for each other. And if we can't do that, then, as you said, I think this is not a community then. And most importantly, I'm just happy that you're okay, because that is more important than anything. You said it'll take some more time, and please give yourself that time, because I know that after a bit of time, you will start finding what you said you lost, and that, I think, is the last question also I want to ask you, Apurva. What do you think from this point onwards is that one value system that that this is who I am, this is what the rebel kid will always be, this is non-negotiable for me. ये तो रहेगा, और कुछ रहे ना रहे.
Wow, you're asking such deep questions, yeah. It's giving 7 crore wala question, wait. It's mushkil jawab. Yeah, I think I'll always be the person who dreams big and never gives up. No matter what they throw at me. I am not going anywhere. I've taken a little break, but I'm right there. I mean, पहले लोग मेरे बारे में रोस्ट वीडियो बनाते थे, and I've also like responded to 1-2 roast videos. Arnab Goswami is roasting me, bro. Like, who thought that would be possible? They called me an आतंकवादी on news. मेरे से आलू बॉम्ब में भी आग नहीं लगाई जाती है दिवाली पे. मैं 6 बार वापस आती हूँ कि that's just why you called me an आतंकवादी. Whatever, मुझे लगता था कि ओ मुझे ये हेट आ रहा है, फक क्यों लोग बोल रहे हैं कि मैंने ऐसा. All of that's gone. The little filter I had, gone, poof, disappeared. So now I know that the worst has already happened.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Apurva.
वरना my show. That'll be my comeback, guys. अगर इस वीडियो तक मैं कहीं नहीं दिख रही हूँ, my show will be my comeback. उससे ही मैंने बहुत गलत बोला यार.
अच्छा ही होगा. Don't worry, Apurva. But thank you so much. I want to open it up again for 2 or 3 questions from you all.
Yeah, I love your hair.
Thank you so
Are
much.
you going through a
Means a
tough
lot.
time?
No, I'm great. My question will be, I would like to go back to the moment where you shared the relationship with your mother. So do you at all resonate with her in terms of the discrimination and prejudices that you're facing today? Like, do you think
Wow.
at all that, she must have also gone through something similar, but at a very micro level? So,
I
yeah.
think what she went through was way more serious than what I'm going through. My biggest problem is कल मैं वीडियो डालूंगी और लोग मुझे उसके नीचे गाली देंगे. No matter what we say about society, we have moved काफी आगे. What the times that they were born in, it was like she could have not thought of rebelling because it was such a foreign concept and nobody was doing it and nobody would have supported her that she couldn't. When I thought of being a rebel, I saw other rebels. I knew of other rebels. I saw them on YouTube. But she didn't. She didn't have that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, please.
I actually wrote down what I wanted to ask because I was like, ये घूम जाएगा सब conversation में. Also, thank you, Nikhil, for hosting such an amazing conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
We
feel
love Nikhil.
yeah, you get a little bit less appreciated for how amazing you host and ask questions.
No, I
Uh,
get enough appreciated. I'm quite happy with the appreciation.
I think you're
Thank you.
underrated.
yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Rather be underrated than overrated.
Or
Always,
in
right?
the news.
Or in the news, for sure.
So my question was that what would you say to women content creators and women in general after whatever happened or even maybe before that, in the sense that how everything affects them, their mental health, and about putting their voice out like you do.
Superb.
भाई तुम लोग कहाँ से ला रहे हो मेरे लिए ये सारे
ये
सवाल?
युवा कम्युनिटी है.
I think as a woman on the internet, you're just dealt bad cards to begin with. Like it's the worst hand that you can play from. No matter what you do, it's a losing game. But you live to die another day. And I would just say that have a very, very strong sense of self. It is impossible to not let it affect you. People say, oh, hate, I don't care. You're human. Your tendency naturally is to care. As a content creator, your job is for people to like you, it's for people to watch you. When so many people hate you and they tell you that you're wrong, and the way you dress up, which is the biggest conversation when it comes to women creators, because God forbid we start a get ready with me in our underwear, you're just labeled as sluts. It's such a small thing that they've made this really big issue out of, and it's not supposed to be that. So have great people around you. It is so important to have an offline system that really, really has your back. Second, whatever you do on the internet, once you post it, your job is done. Know the difference between constructive criticism, which is very rare, and you should also not be taking it from a loser on the internet, even if it's constructive, and plain hate. And no matter what you think, it's not personal. It might sound very personal, but they just hate women in bras, and they hate women who travel, and they hate women who don't listen to men. It's not you. They don't hate Khushi, they don't hate Apurva. They hate the women that they represent. And how sad is that? So, yeah, and all the best, bro. May God save you.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic
And I
question.
really feel so every woman in their life at one point, or even you now, is going to rise like a phoenix. And I hope that you do.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you so much. That was so sweet.
So we're going to end with a rapid fire, which is a wholesome rapid fire, as we call it. It's called Slide into the DMs, and we want to just ask you about some DMs जो शायद आप भेजेंगे basis the statements that I will ask you.
Okay.
A DM that you would slide into of someone to say a heartfelt thank you.
Siddharth Singhal. He works with me at Collective. No, like,
I know.
he works at Collective. I'm just signed with Collective. Siddharth Singhal and Pratiksha.
What would you say to them?
I would say thanks for making me enough money so that now when I'm not making money, I still have money. And I hope you're working on my comeback. And I love you so much. Thank you for being more than just a work relationship and being a friend first and thinking about the implications of whatever has happened. Baad mein. And yeah, thank you for coming with me to the police station and listening to me rant for hours and asking कि नहीं हो पाया तो हो जाएगा ना, and never giving up on me.
How sweet. A DM you would slide into of someone who has always stood by you no matter what.
Pratiksha Mishra. She has always stood by me. She told me a few days ago that she thinks she was my mother in another birth. And I truly believe in it. She is my mom.
That's really sweet. A DM you would slide into of someone who doesn't even know that they have made an impact on you.
Taylor Swift.
What would you tell her?
I would tell her, mother, listen to me. मेरा comeback नहीं हो पा रहा है. प्लीज मुझे कुछ स्ट्रैटेजी बताओ. You had one Kanye West. I have a lot of them. What to do now? And I would just tell her for giving me I can do it with a broken heart and look what you made me do, and also all too well 10-minute version because I love ugly crying to it, and yeah, just thank you for being a strong woman who's not afraid of anything, and please release Reputation Taylor's version.
Fair enough. A DM you wish you would have sent but haven't yet already.
जब समय ने मुझसे पूछा था कि शो पे आ जाओ मुझे ना भेजना था. I wish I would have sent that.
That's a fair answer. Okay. A DM somebody's voice on the internet that you admire.
Nikhil Taneja. Love him. Too cute.
Appreciate that. A DM you would like to send to someone who's always hyping you in the comments.
My friend Digvijay is always hyping me in the comments. I'm like, "Arey Kyudi, tum number one heroine ho." And that's how he speaks also. Like when you pick up the call, he's like, "Hi Kyudi, kya chal raha hai?" And it's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. किसी की भी life में इतना कुछ interesting नहीं चल रहा है. But he always hypes me up.
So sweet.
Yeah.
A DM you would like to send your dad.
So my dad, he has 72 fake IDs because I blocked him from like his main account, and then so every time I go home I check कि वो किस ID से देख रहे हैं मुझे. So he keeps making new ones. He's really motivated. And then he made like a lot more email IDs because he was voting for me during Cosmo. So he's made 300 IDs just to vote for Rebel Kid. Huh?
Really sweet.
And when I told him I won, he was like, मैंने ही जितवाया, मैंने 300 ID से vote किया था. So I would just, text him on his account. I would DM him ki, I know this is your ID. You're going to get blocked, girly pop. Just, create that cough. Ki,
I love it.
yeah.
A DM you would like to send younger Apurva.
Deactivate your account, run, there's still time.
On that note, thank you so much. And I've already said everything that I had to send, but I think it's called Brave Talks, and this was a brave conversation. I really think that the kind of honesty you have, the kind of truth you have, and the kind of audacity and the spirit you have is something that everyone would love to have in themselves as well. So thank you so much for opening up so much.
Thank you so
it
much,
means the
Nikhil.
world to us, all of us who actually got to hear your story from you.
I don't think I've spoken this much in any podcast. I just had such a good time speaking to you today. I don't think I've had such a nice conversation in a very long time. So thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for taking the risk of having me, because you could be news next because of this conversation. But we love our allies.
I don't think there's a risk. I think that your story needs to be heard and deserves to be heard, and you require, as many platforms as possible to put your truth out there. And thank you so much for saying all of this. It means a lot to me. What is the most cringe thing you did for a college crush?
I used to message him saying I'm someone else, and then I would message him as myself also saying sorry यार मेरी friend आपको परेशान कर रही है. People would tell me also लकड़ी जैसी लगती है.
कौन बोल
भी
रहा
नहीं.
है?
सब relatives स्कूल में बोलते थे पतली लकड़ी, जली हुई लकड़ी and all that. Just being a woman in Delhi, very hard to just do your day-to-day things. Everybody has eyes on you all the time. And I was also very insecure about my teeth, so I would never smile for pictures. I think took my first pictures with a wide smile, I think only like 7 years ago or something. I was seeing a lot of disparity in how my brother used to be treated. Right after body shaming, he didn't have to listen to things like तुम्हें एक दिन पराई घर जाना है, कुछ खाओ पियो, बच्चा कैसे करेगी. Our generation compared to now, I see the girls are so much more confident, and that honestly gives me so much confidence and also makes me very proud as a woman.
I want to really, because this is a mental health show and a mental health podcast, it's very important for everyone watching to know that you are not alone, you are never alone. If you are going through something, fortunately, there are resources available to you. One of the resources is actually the Brave Together website that hosts online resources to encourage open and honest conversations around anxiety and depression. I've been to the website. It is fantastic. The link is going to be on your screen. Please visit it if you require any kind of help and support. There's also a training that we've also done as you are in for 50,000 students across the country along with Maybelline. It's the Brave Talk training. There's a QR code we'll put up on the screen. You can scan that and do this training. It's also visible here. So for even people over here, if you feel like there's something that you learn a little bit more about mental health, this is a great QR code to go to. There's also the Empower Helpline, which is a fantastic resource which will give you one-on-one support. So if you feel alone, please go there. The number is on your screen, but I'm going to read it out. It's 1-800-120-8200-50. This chat show is brought to you by the very good folks at Maybelline New York's global Brave Together initiative that aims at normalizing and destigmatizing conversations around mental health. I really appreciate them and thank them so much for giving us this opportunity to be able to do this with young people like this and with incredible voices like Apurva's. This is your host Nikhil Taneja signing off. Thank you so much for watching.
If you like this conversation, please like, share and subscribe to We Are Yuva. Agar tumhara man ho to we can't force you to do anything.
And please, if you support Apurva, please let her know. I think it's really, really important to stand up and show up for the people that we admire, even if they're on the internet. So if you're a community, if you're a person from Apurva's community and you love her, please tell her that as much as possible. You don't know how much somebody might need it at a difficult time. So thank you so much for all the ones who are already doing it, and for those who are not, show up.